This is a News 3 Now special report.
And thanks for watching this special report from Channel 3000. The death toll from coronavirus continues to rise in Wisconsin.
Here is a progression of the cases in Wisconsin since March 17th. That's just 2 weeks ago. Right now, there are more than 30,000 confirmed. There are 30 confirmed deaths. That includes a third death in Dane County. There are also more than 1,600 positive reports of COVID-19 in the state. Today, the Madison Fire Department announced 4 members have tested positive for the illness. 2 of the members are chiefs, while the other 2 are firefighters. Amid growing pressure, Florida is issuing a stay-at-home order for the state. It comes as the U.S. now has more than 200,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus nationwide. New York remains the epicenter with more than 83,000 cases and nearly 400 deaths in the last 24 hours. Governor Cuomo estimates the peak of the virus will come roughly at the end of April.
One of the great variables is how effective is the social distancing? Are people doing it? Are they complying with it?
The Navy hospital ship Comfort in Manhattan has about 1,000 beds to help overburdened hospitals, but it will only accept non-coronavirus patients.
The Trump administration says it's up to all Americans to help mitigate the spread of coronavirus after releasing models that show hundreds of thousands of Americans could die. The nation's top infectious disease expert said following White House social distancing guidelines, that is the country's best chance against grim predictions that up to 240,000 Americans could die over the next few weeks.
The more we push to really very, very strictly adhere to the guidelines of physical separation, I believe we can modify that. You can't just throw our hands up and say, that's inevitably going to happen.
White House advisors say at the end of the 30-day social distancing period, they may reassess whether to reopen parts of the country for business. But Dr. Fauci warns data will dictate that decision and that the nation should not reopen without plans in place for a possible resurgence of the coronavirus. The White House is also actively discussing recommendations that Americans wear face masks.
Governor Evers will use members of the Wisconsin National Guard to help fill the need for poll workers in the upcoming spring election. As of Tuesday, 111 municipalities in the state said they could not staff even one polling place. The State Elections Commission reported that the state is short nearly 7,000 poll workers. Governor Evers also offered 3 suggestions to the federal court. First, extend the deadline to obtain an absentee ballot by mail. Second, relax the witness requirement for mail-in ballots. And third, relax rules surrounding counting absentee ballots, like allowing clerks to begin counting early and extending the deadline for returning absentee ballots.
A federal judge is holding a hearing on some of those ideas right now. All of those concerns about absentee ballots getting out in time, getting back in time, and being filled out correctly while following best practices for public health, all coming together today. A federal judge holding a hearing about a lawsuit that seeks to postpone the election or else make changes to absentee ballot deadlines. The deadline to request those ballots for most voters is tomorrow. And with the Postal Service saying it may take up to a week to get to the voter, some people may not get their ballot in time to vote. Remember, you have to get it to the clerk by 8 p.m. Tuesday. Now the judge and the state Democratic and Republican parties are discussing changing those deadlines, including potentially allowing ballots to be received after Election Day to be counted. Here's what the Assembly Speaker, one of the top Republicans, of course, in the state, had to say about it.
Knowing how many people are voting absentee, we have some certainty to say that if you send a ballot in and you mail it on Monday or Tuesday, you should know that that ballot has a decent chance to be counted at least through the end of the week. I think that's not an unreasonable place. I think if we allow people to keep casting ballots after they begin to hear about results on Tuesday, that would kind of upend the way we normally do our elections. There's got to be a finite time period.
As of now, nothing has been decided. However, the judge said from a public health perspective, the election is not a good idea. He has questioned his authority to even reasonably postpone the election or change the rules. Earlier today, he suggested the legislature should be the one to do it.
The city of Beloit is offering drive-through voting at City Hall on April 7th. City officials say that due to COVID-19 and the lack of poll workers, they are combining all 9 poll locations and all voting will occur at City Hall. They are encouraging voters to vote absentee, though. Madison is also releasing a new map to help voters find their polling place. To find that map, you can head to our website, channel3000.com. Senator Bernie Sanders issued a statement Wednesday urging Wisconsin to delay its April 7th election. He said people should not be forced to put their lives on the line to vote, which is why 15 states are now following the advice of public health experts and delaying their elections. We urge Wisconsin to join them. He adds the state should delay Tuesday Tuesday's vote, extend early voting, and work to move entirely to vote by mail. While we wait for a decision, we urge our supporters to vote by mail.
And a new poll shows broad support for the actions taken by Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers to close schools and businesses and limit gatherings to slow the spread. The Marquette University Law School poll was released on Wednesday, and it comes as the governor works with the Republican-controlled legislature on a state coronavirus relief package. That poll shows the governor has 76% support for his handling of the pandemic so far, but Republican leaders have criticized the governor for not presenting more data, including how many people have been hospitalized with COVID-19.